Morning, this is the soul pull. It is on Friday the 4th. We are the soul pull. Without you, messages can't be received. 2021. Astral DJ, what do we know? First of all, my nose is itching, so there's a baby in spirit. Surprise coming. The Emperor's back today. Trying to flip through what he's saying. It's not a song he's giving me, it's a cartoon. But it's a song from a cartoon. I guess it must be a Disney film. I'm going to have to research that one. It's a bit like selling your soul to the devil. There's I'm not quite sure. For the first part, so it must be important. I'll have to dig on that one. It's not familiar to me. I think probably I have seen it once with the kids, but it's not one that I know offhand. So we'll see. A handsome stranger walking into your life, that's the Gypsy card for that. It's also a fire sign child. It's taking action. It's passionate communications. Lack of self-respect. Today, issues with injuries to the head and face possibly. Lack of success today. Somebody's not being stubborn for a change. And realise though that they have to put the boundaries in place. So saying yes when you mean no is out the window. That's not happening anymore. You're not sacrificing yourself for others who are ungrateful. The number 4 is important, that's true. The number 12, living or past, state for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Pisces energy. It's seeing things from a different angle and protecting yourself from those that use others. Today's card is abundance and growth. She is the partner to today's card. She is happiness, social gaiety, abundance, friendship, growth. No pregnancy in this deck. She is just happy to be alive. But there has been a disappointment, and that's what you've grown from. So you've learned from something that you're no longer sacrificing yourself, and you will be happy again and abundant. 5 months of looking back on the past, dwelling on it, being in that place, that dark place we all go when something happens. It is a disappointment. You played your part in it, but you're not to blame. It's time to give up. You've been banging your head against a brick wall for long enough. It's just not worth it anymore. Those born on the 3rd or the 30th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's an important female energy in your life. Karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. Virgo energy. Issues with the abdomen, the intestines, hospital doors, concentrating on the material side of life, and not listening to spirit. In that situation then, you may stumble and fall because you're not listening to your gut or spirit. So somebody may be partying and pretending everything's fine because the rest of these cards suggest otherwise. And a fire sign male not taking action. Again, that card is today's card, so it's null and void. But we do have a fire sign here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, boy and man. The younger one would have taken action. The older man is not. Concentrating on the material, and this one's a bit of a snake in the grass. He can be unfaithful and deceitful. So it's time to grow, and there may be some pain involved, especially if you are concentrating on the material only. Spirit will make sure that you get it and lose it, I'm afraid, to teach you that lesson if it needs to be learned. So be very careful with that one. It could be just that somebody's chucking themselves in work, but it's not making them happy. Yeah, no action being taken. No new beginnings because of it. There is a home, a house move, a celebration perhaps to do with the home, property. As a man in uniform, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be in uniform, that's one of his traits. He could also be of a darker complexion. He's a good friend, could be a businessman. He's very successful. Somebody's been found out for their deceit and lies. Probably the female mother energy, or she's found out something. Deceit, lies, theft. Somebody keeping things very close to their chest. Yeah, no communication whatsoever. Bad news, possibly. Juggling too many things, trying to do too many things at once, not good. The ox, this year is the year of the ox, so it's previously 12 years, 24 years, 36 years. You are strong enough to get through this, but it is karmic. There may be a struggle with a Leo, issues with the heart and back, emotionally or physically. Something needs to be settled once and for all. Could be a medical issue that comes around again, but it will be settled, and positively. So we have those born on the 8th or the 26th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way, and those born on the 20th, living or past, massively important in a positive way. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes. There will be no apology. There's very little movement forwards financially, security, emotional security wise. Usually this is the only night that gets what he wants. And he's not trying to get what he wants. He's not even putting the effort in. It's just concentrating on the material side of life. things will be razed to the ground to begin again. Some of you, it will be putting your effort into work and not your social life. So something's hurt and something's making you grow as a person. You are manifesting your own reality, so you must keep your thoughts positive. Miracles can happen. As born on the 1st or the 28th, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Issues with the hands, arms, shoulders will be healed. Communications and siblings. There is a fire sign female in the home, very financially orientated, demands respect. And then we have the judgment reversed. So the 20th could be good or bad, depending on what side of the coin you fall on, because some people are in denial about what needs to be destroyed so we can begin again. There is harsh words, communications, rapid communications, possibly Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Cutting through the bullshit, getting to the point. A female, again financially orientated, but this one could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn lady. It could be a Leo that's on the cusp of Virgo, or it could be somewhere in the chart. But it's all about the finances and banging your head against a brick wall again. Feeling a lack, feeling left out, feeling lonely in a room full of people. What you earned you a bed in a gilded cage. And comparing yourself to others. Comparison's not your friend. You're seeing your cup as half empty, even though it isn't. And you are sowing the seeds for the future. So if you're not happy and you're still sowing those seeds in the same place, you're only sowing misery to your back. There is medical issues possibly that will be healed, but they are coming back. And there is a change coming for the worse. This is the only time this card has a pregnant female on it. So it may be a failed pregnancy or a failed new beginning. There's one 1993, 1951, 1970, plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. Pisces, Scorpio. Your animal totems are the dog, the rabbit, the beaver, the fish, the robin, the eagle, and the rooster. They are only animal totems when they're doing something very random that you don't normally see them doing. Those born on the 10th are negative energy, but they're external to this situation. This is very financially oriented. I don't see any love in this, and it's quite distressing. Externally, to the home, there is love. There's a gentleman thinking about a significant piece of paper, accounts, taxes, bank accounts, etc. A will, perhaps, or a significant message that's come that he needs to reply to. There is a new beginning that could take place, or the birth of a child, but it seems unlikely at the moment unless you stop sacrificing yourself. A female enemy is overcome. There's problems within the home and family life, perhaps repairs need doing. There could be a marriage or an issue to do with religion, teaching, schools, etc., institutions. Someone is feeling a prisoner, either in the mind, spirit, or in actuality, going to prison. It's hard. It's a very hard situation, that. It's dark. Like I say, what you earn earns you. the bird in the gilded cage. A married woman with children is involved. Don't let pride get in the way, but do have some self-esteem in this situation. It's not an easy one. By no means is it easy. Yeah, and there it is. That's exactly what they've been saying. All that glitters is not gold. Clean up your mess. You can't clean up other people's messes for them. That's not your problem. Not your monkeys, not your circus. Because they want you to have a new beginning, a new life, free of this sacrifice. You're at a fork in the road. Which path are you going to take? You're going to stay in this misery or you're going to move on? You're going to get a leg up from spirit. So they know you're strong enough. They're going to help you out. Yeah, you will survive, Gloria Gaynor. The mother energy. So it could be a mother in spirit that's watching over you. Don't build those bricks where you don't want to stay. And remember to breathe through this. You have to be flexible. You can't be stubborn. And that's where we are at the minute. Today's card is stubbornness. Refusing to see. Taurus, I have, what did I say? You know what this card is? This is what you earn owns you. The number 14. Somebody has given up and gone just purely for the money. There are 3 classes of people. Those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. And again, the Leo is mentioned, Aura Leonard. So stop, take off the blindfold and see things as they really are. You are about to grow something new. Whether it's going to be good or bad is up to you, where you put your seed. It could be beauty and abundance. It's about luxuries. It's about solid ground. But be careful you're not living in a dream world. There may be a gardener in spirit, or you may be a gardener yourself. The thing about Taurus energy is people have to be certain about everything before choosing what comes next. The world of Taurus is the world of the senses: food, fabric, colour, skin. So you like the luxuries, you like what you've got, but it isn't making you happy. Most Turians only believe what they can see and touch, so being stubborn. Yet many gurus are born under the sign of the bull, so that means that they are spiritual too, but tend to be dismissive over subjects they don't understand. You have a conservative nature, so often must be convinced. They consider themselves realists. If you say I'm a realist, then I know that there's something wrong there. That said, Taurus is the sign that rules fairy wilds, so contact with the fairies and elementals is possible, and this card tied up in a reading. You may have a fairy dream, or even build a fairy home or garden. Sensing fairy presence is also possible, and fairies can be mischievous. When this card comes up in a reading, money issues will have a bearing on this matter, whether obvious or not so obvious. Bank accounts, like I said, check those bank accounts. Counting change, accumulating funds, any matters to do with finance will come into play. It is a fortunate time to ask for a loan, a raise in pay, or to buy into stocks. It is also a good time to become involved in accounting or matters dealing with numbers and currency. So check your accounts and your bank accounts. I don't care who does them for you, check them. The sign of Taurus symbolises a sensuous nature, sex, food and comfort. So a passionate lover may be on the horizon. And along fervent love-making session may be in store. You may connect with a paramour who wishes to take care of you and vice versa. That gentleman there. This card indicates talents in the arts, especially singing and music. So Taurus and Leo matters involved in plays, musicals, theatres, concerts, and those that are traditional such as ballet and classical music may have meaning now. It corresponds to the Hierophant card in the Tarot, so this indicates tradition and not so much brash, controversial or eccentric. So you're just being led by the nose and doing as you're told. Whatever you do now will take on a practical and conservative turn. In general, Taurus is steady and reliable and hardly ever gets upset. One cannot rile the sensuous bull too easily, but if one does, the explosive results are unforgettable. More than anything else, the Taurus card suggests dealing with finances, capital investment, what is bought and what is earned. This card also stands for your possessions. It's a good time to rebuild, to build on what you have. It's also an excellent time to invest in real estate or properties. What you earn and what you are working towards. What you earn earns you. Bank accounts, investment, money in hand and cash flow. Credit, loans, accounting, stocks, real estate, sentimentality, elegance, ballet, singers, singing, paintings, art galleries, being stubborn, sticking with things when they're long dead, never backing down, appreciating what are material or practical, love of possessions, being sceptical, bullish, sarcastic, not seeing the value in non-material, wanting to parent others, having to wait and be patient, procrastination, putting things off until tomorrow, independence, doing things on your own, being honourable and responsible, being reliable, being tough-minded yet compassionate, being placid, the colours brown, green, orange, fairies, elemental spirits, farms and farmers, being greedy, luxuries, comfort food, seeking pleasure. So what you earn earns you. Taurus energy. Thanks for listening.